Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, we are going to discuss the nature of the financial statements, the format of new, the new format of the balance sheet, the vertical one, and the difference between the company's balance sheet and the firm's balance sheet. So, let us start with the nature of financial statements. Recorded facts. That means the data used for preparing financial statement has been drawn from the accounting records. This means that whatever data which we are using to prepare our financial statements, which are these all these data are the recorded one only. If any such significant data is left to record, then in that case it would affect the financial statement. So our financial statement is completely dependent on the facts or transactions which are recorded. Similarly, just like in the profit and loss account or in a balance sheet, we used to depend on the past records. As we know that if an asset is purchased by the firm, then the value of that asset has to be which is to be written in the financial statements would be the historical cost. That means the price at which the asset has been uh, purchased, but not the market value or the realizable value or replaceable value has to be entered in the balance sheet. We only rely on the past records or the historical records of the asset. The next nature of the financial statement is accounting conventions. So in this, the those principles which are widely accepted are used in the preparation of financial statements, just like the convention of conservatism, where we used to consider all the expected losses. We used to count them, but we used to we used to ignore the all potential gains or profits which may happen in future. This is the principle of conservatism which is to be followed while preparation of financial statements. The next nature of the financial statement is personal judgment. That means, in spite of following all the accounting rules or principles, still few decisions are taken by the accountant only. Just like which method is to be used while depreciating the assets, whether it should be on the straight line or written down value method or some other method is to be used. So the personal judgment of the accountant is involved here. Similarly, in assessing the inventory, which method is to be used, like first in first out, last in first out, average cost, standard cost, etc. So all these decisions is to be taken by the accountant only. Now let us see the new vertical format of the balance sheet. There is no horizontal format. So at the top you can see that name of the company is to be written on the left side and balance sheet as that means the date over here to be written here. Okay, in the format you can see left side there is a particular column, note number, figure at the end of the current reporting period, and a figure as at the end of the previous reporting period. So there are total 4 columns in this format. On the top we used to write all the equities and liabilities, and below that we used to write all the assets. So starting with equity and liability, first thing which we have to write is shareholders funds here, which includes share capital. That means it may be equity or preference share, both is to be written here. Reserves and surplus. Okay, whatever profits or whatever reserves a company is maintaining, or in fact your security premium reserve is also to be included here only. Money received against share warrants. All these comes under the heading shareholders fund. Next thing under the category of equity and liability is share application money pending allotment. The third one is non-current liabilities, as we may say long-term debts, which include all long-term borrowings, deferred tax liability and should be net, other long-term liabilities, and all long-term provisions. These all comes under the head non-current liabilities. And the last thing which comes under the liabilities, current liability, all short-term borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities, short-term provisions comes under this category. After writing all these liabilities and our equity, we have to make the total over here, as you can see. And after totaling all this, next thing is assets, which is to be written at the top. And first you have to write non-current assets, and after that you have to write current assets. So in non-current assets, all the fixed assets, it may be either tangible, which you can touch physically, intangible, just like goodwill, patent, trademark, capital, work in progress, and intangible assets under development. These all comes under fixed assets. Non-current investments also is to be included here. Deferred tax assets and should be net. Long-term loans and advances which you have given to someone else, and other non-current assets is to be comes under fixed assets. Now the current assets includes current investments, inventory, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. All these things we have already learning from the class 11th. So this is just the new format which we have to follow while preparing our new balance sheet. Let us see the differences between company's balance sheet and firm's balance sheet. On the basis of format and content, company balance sheet is to be prepared as per the Schedule 3, Part 1 of the Company Act 2013, while the firm, there is no statutory format or prescribed content for the balance sheet of the firm. In case of company balance sheet, figures of previous year is to be written, as we have seen in the format also, but in case of firm's balance sheet, there is no need to write the figures of previous year. Only the current year figures are sufficient. Then on the basis of order of permanence or liquidity, company's balance sheet is prepared in order of permanence, while firm's balance sheet may be prepared in order of permanence or liquidity. It has both the options. On the basis of vertical or horizontal format, company's balance sheet is to be prepared in vertical format, which I have just discussed, the new one, and the firm's balance sheet is generally prepared in the horizontal format.